Hey guys, this is ArtsyWisdom. Thank you for coming by. Thank you to my new subscribers. Hopefully you find something of value here. Are you holding it together? Everybody staying calm as best you can, finding joy in those little things in life so you're not pulled in these scary directions and fear. Keep doing that. Living in faith. I did say yesterday or the day before it's going to get messy and there is going to be a clearing. And we didn't expect the people the oligarchs to do the clearing or Trump to do the clearing. We wanted to probably make our government more efficient and less wasteful. But their job, King Francis and King Henry, the two kings, is about going full bore. And it's very uncomfortable and scary. So what I do think is happening is that we are going to experience some difficulties. I've had a lot of people nervous about Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and a lot of the federal programs, which red states use more of them than anybody, just FYI. I've said this before, I want them to go faster in a way because I feel like I want the people to feel the pain. Some viewer had wrote, they can't learn. The people who voted for Trump believed him. I don't know why, but they did. They believed him. He's only going to be smart. He's going to get rid of the immigrants that are causing crimes. He's going to get rid of the government waste. He's going to help, make the middle class better. Price of eggs go down. And he lied. He's corrupt. That's just the bottom line. So the people who voted for him are really, some of them are, yay, just enjoying the pain and suffering of others. But some of them are shocked at what he's doing. So I wanted to look at Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, if that's going to be safe. And the Dems, are we going to be able to push back? I know the courts, when I meditated on it, the courts are freezing some of the executive orders or some of the plans he has for making people choose to retire early or get laid off or get fired or retire. They gave them choices midnight, I think was last night. So this federal judge said, no, they're going to postpone that until, I think it might be Monday or the end of the week. And they just said they're going to reduce they are laying off most of the USAID staff from 10,000 to 290. And they need all that money to pay their billionaire friends because the deficit is so great. And they need to get some of that money so they can have their tax breaks. It's just horrible. But remember, this is how messy things are right now. And there's going to be difficult times that we will go through. And I don't necessarily mean like you will, lose everything. I just mean this experience of this shedding and eliminating and kind of destruction. And they are here to do that for the energy of this time is that. We don't like it. It's really uncomfortable and scary, but that's what they came here to do. So we can push back and we can pick it through the wreckage and say, what will work? What do we need to make sure isn't wasteful, but also serves the government or serves the people? So I saw Musk as this, he wants to cut everything bare bones down to the nubs. Doesn't want much fat at all, but he doesn't understand how government works. He thinks he's a one-man show where he just can, like Trump, where he just makes an announcement and that's the end of it. I do feel as if he's going to continue here for a little while longer. And I heard or saw something today that they're saying now the people at the Treasury Department, they're only allowing people with classified status to be in charge of, and not his people, not the King Henry's people, the King Muskrat people. So for now, they've got people protecting it. So that's reassuring. But I don't think he's going anywhere right now. I think there's a big push. People are going to start selling off Teslas. They're going to start not buying Starlinks. They're going to stop being on Twitter or X. there's going to be some pushback. And I see a groundswell of people. Now, the Dems, can they, or the people, whoever they are, maybe they're independent voters too, who see this happening, or people that didn't even vote, thinking that it wouldn't be this bad. There's going to be marches more and more. I know there's been protests. Now, I'm concerned about his Proud Boys militia. They can't get everywhere. So I think they're not as many as we think they are. I think they will infiltrate some protests, and it may make people, I'm sorry to say people, I think there's going to be some people that are going to be scared, and there's people who don't want to fight back, because this is our resistance and we have to fight back. We cannot sit back and let them do this. So we have to find our inner strength, our inner warrior, to protect ourselves. And that valley, that dark valley with the river that goes left to right, I see that as in the shadow, but on the other side, it's a sunrise, a glowing, lovely, sunlit sunrise with orange, positive colors, and that's going to get us there. When I think of the courts, they are going to be the backstop to all of this, and I do see the Republicans trying to undermine that, but these federal judges know the law and they know it's illegal. And there'll be some that'll cave in, but I think most of them see that this is illegal and unconstitutional, like they push back on the immigration, citizenship if you're born here. That's one of, I think it's the 14th Amendment. So I still see Musk trying to cut everything to the bone. But the funny thing is I see Trump over here and Musk is here. When I see these visions, if you haven't been here before, I see kind of images. It's going to take over or try to put troops there. But he's still texting about or tweeting about it and saying, or socialing about it. And he's saying, it'll be beautiful and be all great and everybody's going to have a wonderful place and it's going to be beautiful and then we'll clean it all up. So he's still doing it. And I saw him in the ice cream cone. BB, they're doing something behind the scenes to make this happen. But he also has other plans in the Middle East. I can see, well, he's thinking about Greenland too, but that's not happening right now. In fact, Denmark, I think, diverted some of their defense money and they're putting things in Greenland to protect the land, which is awesome. Okay, back to Musk. He's so unemotional. He really doesn't care. He has an opinion and it's very heavy and obstinate and stubborn, and he won't listen to no. He really doesn't. He doesn't want to listen to no. But I also see Trump in him. Trump is using him and Musk is using Trump. So they are getting to the point, or will be soon, where both are frustrated because Musk wants to just plow through, and he's trying and he's getting places. And Trump has to coordinate with the Congress and the Republicans and his party, and they're not following completely 100%. They are mostly following along, but his dementia is increasing, right? He's just getting more and more radical. So I do see them getting to the point. I see like a dark split where Musk says, okay, screw it. Because he was getting in trouble from that USAID. They were suing him, or he was having legal trouble, so that's why they wanted to dismantle it. Shocking, right? Because it was in another country or something, and they oversaw that. So there's something where I do see eventually, not anytime soon, Musk going off to some other country or some place and working from there. Trump, I see kind of descending into like a stairwell that goes into the ground. I have seen him slump over. Somebody was asking me, they're joking, when? What's the day? I don't know. But he is not able to come back to reality as often. Trump is starting to like spin out of control, and it's only going to get worse. And the Mike Johnson, our little Grand Poobah, is not going to be able to cover it up. I mean, it's going to get that bad, and they can't defend it. So the Republicans want to gut everything. They want that money, so they love to do that. But there's going to be something else that I'm talking about that Trump is going to say besides the Gaza Strip and all that. So let's go to Social Security. I do see that as a very large vat, a bucket, not a bucket, a wide, like a pot, like you'd see in an old-fashioned fire, like in England or something. It's wide and open. So that makes me think it's not secure, that nobody's doing anything at the moment. It's sitting there available. Right now, I don't see anything happening to that. I know I have one viewer, Chris, she's really nervous because they rely on that. And a lot of people do. I get Social Security. I understand. I don't want to lose that. That's a lot of my income. So, but also do I see it getting covered? Not anytime soon. I still feel like they're trying to maneuver, but nobody's touching it. It's just there. Now, for right now, free will and all that. And as for Medicare, I do see that's covered. That's a hard cover. That's not going anywhere. That's much more clamped down. I don't understand why that is, because I think the health of some of these red states, they can't deal with. They need that. They are Medicaid. I do feel like they want to shave Medicaid, and they're trying real hard to shave down Medicaid. But that's what it's going to get those MAGA folks. Mom and grandma live on Medicaid, or their kids, they don't have a job, and they need that Medicaid because they have a chronic disease or diabetes or something. So what are you going to do there? And then they're going to feel that pain. This is an important step. The people who voted for Trump need to feel the pain, unfortunately, because they were in a cult for the most part, believing what he says. And until they get hit over the head with a 2x4, they will continue to see this imagined version or this prettied up version, which isn't true. But for now, it's going to be okay. So I want you to imagine, as you take on your days and weeks ahead, every day you do something fun and good for yourself that you enjoy, that relaxes you. Every day, take 5 minutes in the morning and at night, do some deep breaths, bring in the faith, bring in the knowing. We're surrounded by God, Christ, light, your angels, your guides, whatever that is, whatever works for you. Even if maybe you don't believe in any spiritual things, there's somebody was at the door. A friend dropped off some tangelos from their tree, so I got interrupted. Sorry. We got talking. So if your spirituality is about nature and just being outside, or you're into quantum physics, whatever that is, remember that is positive energy, love and light. Just bring that in every day. You can pray, meditate, and sit in the knowing that you're going to be okay. Envision it. And down the road, if something should happen, that's okay. But today, you'll be in that state of, I'm okay today. Okay? And I think that was it. Oh, Democrats pushing back. Will it do what we hope it will do for the actually, I see the Republicans here, and then Trump and Musk over here, or kings, the two kings. And I feel like the Democrats are like leaning into the Republicans. I feel like a mob kind of feeling, like they're pushing in. Will it do much? Actually, I'm hearing the word no, but I know that the courts will. it's the courts. It's the courts that are going to be our saving grace. The Supreme Court will get many of these cases, and some they will agree with, some they won't, actually. There'll be some pushback from actually more conservative justices on a couple of those things. So that's good to know. But these federal judges all over the country are committed to following the law, because we don't live in a lawless country. We live in a country with laws. Unfortunately, somebody's feeling that they can do anything they want, and they are lawless. That's a mob mentality, a thug, criminal enterprise. So I think the pressure from the Dems and the pushback is there. It's pressure, and it's kind of behind the Republicans, and I feel like they're narrow, and it's like they're getting out of the way. Isn't that interesting? So it's like a thinner layer of Republicans, and that's thick on the edge, kind of like not a bow tie, but thin in the middle, and then like dumbbells like that. That's interesting. Republicans, dumbbells. Anyway, and then the Democrats are filling all that space in from the other side. And they're dark. Why are they dark? But the Republicans are really standing guard. I'm sure it's because they're dominant, or they have the majority. I think there's 3 seats that could be flipped, that are up for a new election. I don't know if that'll be enough, because I think we're only 5 seats difference, but maybe it'll help. But keep calling your representative, emailing them, whatever you need to do. But for now, nobody's touching Social Security. Medicare is clamped down tight. Medicaid, I feel like it's going to be shaved a little bit. But this is all part of the process. I don't love it. Don't say I'm loving it, but they are following through with it's like energetically, universe energy. That's what they're doing to eliminate these things. And then from the ashes, the phoenix will rise. And we're going to pick and choose what we put our money towards. So security right now, I don't feel like it's going anywhere. So that's good, because people paid into it. They deserve that money, right? And I do see Musk and Trump feeling restricted. So that's good. Like a little restriction there. All right, guys. Thanks for coming by. Till next time. Like, subscribe, all those things. Take care. Bye-bye.